Hello, and welcome to James Lester's Express Lane Reviews, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. Today, I'll be reviewing the 5 best guns I ever shot. I like guns. I believe that you should have the right to own a gun. But unlike the NRA Republicans, I don't believe anyone should have a gun. I believe, as the first word say, a well-regulated militia. Kind of like with getting your CCW, where you have to go and take tests and all that in classes. That's what you should have to do for any gun. You should have to go, prove, because here's the thing. How many stories are there of, this is no joke, woman was driving, got shot in the back of the head by her toddler. Why? Because she left a loaded gun in the backseat of the car where the toddler picked it up and shot her in the back of the head. And how many cases do we hear every year of, oh, I didn't know it was loaded. I was cleaning it and it went off 8 times. Or, yeah, the grandkid found it and shot himself or someone else. Like, this is why you should have to prove that you are competent enough to own a gun. So that way we get rid of these, I'm driving down the road and got shot in the back of the head stories. You have them take classes, then have them take an exam, both written and practical. Like, actually use the gun that they're trying to buy, so that way they know how to clean it. That way they know to no, not point it at their faces or someone else. Not pointing at each other's groins and finally get the bright idea to pull the trigger and put a hole in the wall. That's another true story. That one actually happened to a friend of mine. Just, like, be able to prove that, yes, I know what I am doing. No, I am not going to be on the news for accidentally shooting myself or someone else because I was cleaning the gun while it was still loaded. Yeah. Just treat it like the DMV, where you like, and even better, that way, you got your little, no, yes, I'm responsible enough to own a gun. You go to the gun store, no 7-day waiting period. Nothing like that. You just hand them the gun license, type in the unique code just like they have on a driver's license. Screen pops up. Oh, you're good to go. Here's your gun. It'll cut out a lot of the red tape, a lot of the hassle. And again, it would make sure only people who aren't fucking morons have guns. Because the gun isn't the problem. It's the owner. And for the 90% of the good owners out there, they don't make the news. There's 10% of the idiots that screw everything up for the rest of everyone else. Mind you, I don't own any, but through friends and family, I've shot a bunch. And now, on to number 5. I'm going to have to go with the 22-250. One of the reasons this is my favorite, especially for a long rifle, out in the backyard of a friend's house, shooting at golf balls. I pulled the trigger. Like, the golf ball didn't move. That I really missed. Like, we got a scope, we got everything. And he's popping them off one after the other, and like, I couldn't have missed. Walk out there. Most amazing trick shot in the world. I didn't shoot the golf ball. I shot the tee out from underneath it. If I was aiming for the tee, again, amazing trick shot. Unfortunately, I was aiming for the golf ball. But still, an amazing shot, shooting the tee out from underneath the golf ball without ever touching the golf ball. And just that personal answer, that was one of the reasons why the 22-250 is one of my top 5 favorites. Then, moving on to number 4, the classic, the 9mm. A friend of mine does competition shooting with this, and I've fired a couple of his. They're very nice. Not a lot of recoil, good aim, good weight, good balance, just your perfect overall gun, especially if you're going to be someone who CCWs or something like that. They fit under most coats and all that, and just a perfect, neat little gun. Also, not that expensive compared to others. Speaking of expensive, number 3, the 50 cal. The bullets are so big, it's not a 6-shooter. It's a 5-shooter. But if you need to shoot the robber behind the refrigerator of your neighbor's house, this is going to do it. Woodchuck problem? There's not going to be any woodchuck left. You might have to explain to the neighbors why there's blood over the wall, but when the woodchuck explodes. But it gets the job done. Tad more expensive than others, but if you want something that just weighs 10 pounds and only fires 5 shots because the bullets are so big, this is going to get. Speaking of revolvers, moving on to number 2, the Taurus Judge. Handgun that shoots shotgun shells. For me, this would be great for home defense. Someone's breaking into your house in the middle of the night, you're tired, you're sleepy, you can't think straight. Pop open the safe, grab the gun. Of course, if you have like the fingerprint kind, it's a lot easier because you put your fingerprint on it and beep, opens. But get the gun out, don't even really need aim, just be in the general direction of the robber, pull the trigger, got him. Unfortunately, it might also shoot your TV, but you weren't going to have a TV anyways that the robber stole it, so in the end, you don't have a TV, but the robber's not getting away. And now, number one, my favorite, the AR-15. This semi-auto rifle is amazing. I love it. It shoots 22, so there's no recoil. It's just dun, 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 dun. Got all kinds of scopes, different handles, different grips, and for a bonus, the can cannon. Get the can cannon, if you know what you're doing, disassemble the AR-15, put the can cannon on, get a bunch of blanks, then you can launch 12-ounce sodas. It had a burn barrel in the back. This thing hit it with enough force that it was bending the barrel. Like, that much force is bending the metal of the barrel with a 12-ounce soda can. Tried the 20-ounce, like Monster Energy drink cans, and that's pushing it a little much. It'll still work, just not as well, and they might explode on you. But my friend and I got a little bored with that, so we started using it like clay pigeons. Just pull the trigger, and then use the shotgun to shoot the cans out of the air. God, the AR-15 is very versatile, lightweight, again, no recoil. Now, I know a lot of, like, I am very liberal. I'm liberal in everything. That's why I believe everyone should have the right to own a gun. If they can prove their, mental capacity and all that, and not an idiot to own a gun. It's my belief that you should be able to defend your pot with your gay partner with your gun. And this would be the gun to do it with. Because unlike the judge, you pull this out, you may not even need to pull the trigger. The guy's going to go, nope, I surrender. And if he doesn't, you can pull the trigger and get him 12, 15 times, depending on what kind of magazine you have. And you're good. A lot of people say, oh, there's no need for that. Oh, shooters, like, well, yeah. But those mass shooters had to take a test and like, oh, hey, you're fucking nuts. You have PTSD. You hear voices. You're this, you're that. They wouldn't have been getting access to the guns in the first place. It's not the gun, people. It's the owner. And sadly, it's the 10% of the idiot owners or nut job owners that give the rest of the gun owners a bad name. Anyways, with that, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.